Hello friends! Today we are going to learn a lesson from the story of the Tower of Babel that has been constructed by the knowledge of man. In my last video, we have learned that Noah followed the guidance of the Lord and constructed the ark accordingly. And today we are going to learn what will happen when we design or construct anything with our own effort and knowledge. Therefore, my beloved friends, today we will learn about the Tower of Pride, which we can find in the book of Genesis, chapter 11, verse 3 to 4. They said to each other, "Come, let's make bricks and make them thoroughly." They used bricks instead of stone and tar for mortar. Then they said, "Come, let's build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to heaven, so that we may make a name of ourselves. Otherwise, we will be scattered over the face of the whole earth." The families of Noah's children, Shem, Ham, and Japheth grew. They continued to live together as a community with one language and one culture. Eventually, they moved to the area known as Shinar and began to build a massive city with a huge tower. To avoid separating from each other, they planned to make themselves great and powerful on the earth. The people not only disobeyed God's command to fill the earth, but also did not acknowledge God or seek His help. They became arrogant in the self-reliance and accomplishment. Some scholars think that the building of the tower was a symbol of man's power. Human pride was led these people to defy God. They were refusing to move on, that is, scattering to fill the earth, as they has been instructed. In fact, this was Nimrod's and the people's effort to disobey the command of God, and thus defeat the counsel of heaven. God acknowledged that nothing will be impossible if they continue to operate as one people with one language. To prevent this, God confused and dispersed the people. So let us learn through this narrative how the Tower of Pride has been constructed by the efforts and knowledge of men. Number 1. Talking with each other. In the book of Genesis, chapter 11, verse 3 mentioned that they said to each other, which shows that they made a committee of intellectual people during that time and seek no guidance of the Lord. It also represents the unity and has no fear of God. In the same manner, the world today has the same concept, and the intellectual people meet and discuss for future development without seeking God's guidance. The intellectual people thinks that they can do anything in this world with the efforts and knowledge that they have gained through this materialistic world. And finally, the intellectuality brought disaster and hopelessness into the world. Number 2. Come, let us make. The phrase "come, let us make," which is found in the book of Genesis, chapter 11, verse 3, and in chapter 19, verse 32, represent the negativity of human thoughts. These verses shows that after the discussion they came to the decision that they were right, what they think to do. As a result, they goes against the will of God and did as it pleases them. This very particular verse also represents the intellectuality of people, that they have made the bricks instead of stone, as it was not available in the plains of Shinar. In the same manner, the world today also repeating the same mistake to destroy the beauty of the world. Number 3. Build ourselves a city. The phrase build ourselves a city is to signify the identity that they can do anything in unity, but never ask God what does He really wants from them. Even today, people are trying to maintain the identity by going against the will of the particular country's government as well as the will of God. Because the people think that they have resources which they want for themselves. As a result, they brought the devastation in those places. Number 4. Tower that reaches to the heaven. The phrase tower that reaches to the heaven signifies the height of the pride that people have in their heart. They think that the whole nation must know them by their doings. In the same way, one country trying to make the identity so that the other nation may be scared of that nation doing. Therefore, in the world today, there is no peace and no harmony, as all the nations are in the race of pride. Number 5. Make a name of ourselves. The phrase make a name of ourselves signifies that thereby they might have a reputation for power, may be seen from the signification of making oneself a name. The man who does not acknowledge a God is under the dominion of infernal spirit. Knowing this, they who built Babylonish tower make themselves a name. This verse reflects that the people seek the fame and prosperity. Likewise, the people in the present world also trying to be famous by going against the will of the God. Number 6. Fear of scattering. In the book of Genesis, chapter 11, verse 4, shows that the people were scared of being scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth, as it has been mentioned in the book of Genesis, chapter 9, verse 1. Then God blessed Noah and his sons. He said to them, "Have many children, grow in number and fill the earth." The people think that if they scattered, then they may become weak and fall down quickly. Therefore, they decided to be in one place with one identity by disobeying the command of the God. My beloved friends, I do hope that this short message from the story of Tower of Babel has given us a clear picture of human nature, that they built a tower of the pride, which is totally against of the will of God. As it is mentioned in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 29, verse 11 to 13. "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. Then you will call upon me and come and pray to me, and I will hear you. You will seek me and find me, when you seek me with all your heart. Therefore, let us not do the things that has not been instructed us by the God, because His plan is far more better than a mere human thought." Hope this narrative teach us not to construct the tower of our pride. May God bless you all. Amen.